What is up, everybody? It's the Game Maker here, and welcome to episode 5 of the TrollyPolley Server. Oh, hey, what's going on, my friend? I've done a ton of work in between episodes, and so I shall just get to Rick showing you that. So, first things first, as you can see, when I come in here, I have finished the entire mechanism on getting up to the base, and I show that to you in a minute. And also I've turned this on to glass panes, but there's an issue with this, which I'm going to get to later on. So, this is maybe something you've seen before. Basically, you push this button, get into the minecart, and then we go up. And we just sit here and we wait until eventually we get to the top. In which, I've taken the time to move all of the stuff that was in our little shack and put it up on top. And then, so it's just kind of there for later. Now, we do take half a heart of damage, which is something I'm trying to fix. Okay, so let's eat some stuff. So here it is, the top. We've got our bed, crafting tables. I just kind of plopped down everything. We got a furnace, and then all of our chests full of all of our stuff. So as soon as I get the storage units built, those will go in there. But for now, they're up here. I'm also planting some trees. What I got to do is I've got to decorate this all up a little bit because the big tree has to be here, and then I think there's going to be stone paths that will go over here. Which will drop down into the storage mechanism. So, now with the issue with this, the glass panes, is that there is something wrong with it, and that is because they're a little bit skinnier than just a block. It creates some issues with this right here, because the system, what it does is that it comes up, you hit this cactus, the minecart goes down in the hopper into this and shoots out and goes back down there into another hopper, which goes back into the automatic, which goes back into the original dispenser that the minecart came out of. But with them being a little bit wider, they can miss. So what I've done is that we drop down here. So I put a bunch of hoppers everywhere, but it still misses a lot, and things go down. So what I've got to do is now I've actually found a desert. That's how I got the cactus. It took me a long time, but I finally found one. Is that I'm going to go in there, get myself a diamond enchanted shovel, and then just dig me up. There we go. Dig some, just a ton of sand, and so then we can replace this all with glass blocks, because that'll make our lives a lot easier than having to cover this much ground. We can just cover one block of dropping ground, so that'll help us out a whole lot. So, what I'm going to do then is actually, I have only 11 levels, so I really won't be able to enchant our diamond shovel very well. So, what I'm probably going to do is make an EXP farm. Everybody's been really asking for an EXP farm. Specifically one that doesn't require much work. Like, mostly we've been looking for an AFK EXP farm, and I know that there are a few that exist out there. So what I'm thinking gotta do is just go find some designs and try and pick one, and if none of them really fit, then I'll try and come up with something of my own using those concepts. So that is something that I will get to right now, and then when I come back, we should get right on to building it. Alrighty, so I have indeed finished the glass columns down, or up to our base, shall I say, and it's looking a lot better now. And one thing is, what most importantly, is that it's working, because before what would happen is that this dispenser right here would dispense out the minecarts. They'd go down here, right? But then I had a bunch of hoppers, and then the minecarts would end up missing the hoppers and not actually going in. So, and then they'd end up just despawning, so then we'd run out of minecarts, which is really bad. So now we got this system going on here, and plus it makes it so it's a narrower tube, and it takes up less space, and it's easier to get down. A bunch of things like that. So I gotta take a run and go to the rest of the town of Polley's. That is not an official name, by the way. We're still coming up with something at least to name this place. And I'll run over here, and one thing I gotta show is this back here, which is something that Ethan has made. Run back here. is a really cool note block song. So I'm gonna pump up the volume here all the way so we can hear what this awesome thing. Yep, so that's how that goes. It's kind of far off here, but it's kind of nice to have. And then also, I can't believe it, but I think I have to run all the way back. I have to run all the way back to my base. Oh, at least we can see going up the minecarts. So, all right, up and up and up and up. Let's go over here. We're just gonna take a nice little run back up to the base because there's a few things I gotta grab. And a few things we gotta do. So the next thing on the list of as far as things to do on the server is that I am gonna make an EXP farm because everybody's been really wanting one, and so have I. So I decided to get to it. And there's an Enderman. Enderman, come fight me. Come fight me, Enderman. Oh, hey, friend. I think the reason why he's not teleporting away is because we're under my tower. Oh, of course. I think that's like the third Enderman I've killed, and none of them have given me any Ender Pearls. So we just click that, and then we ride the rails all the way up. See, we're going up. It's pretty. It's a pretty nice system. I really enjoy it. One thing that happens though, I think because we're on a server, is that the minecart tends to like phase through the track a little bit. So, and also some other things. I managed to find some pumpkins. We got some melons earlier from a dungeon. And then over here I've made a snow golem because that's going to come in handy with the EXP farm. And then look at this. We have a nice treasure chest that says Happy Thanksgiving. And look, it has bread, the turkeys, some carrots, potatoes, and milk. So it's a great Thanksgiving gift from our epic bridge builder Jacob, who I'm on the wrong side of my base, built that epic thing right over there. So he's given everybody some awesome Thanksgiving gifts, and I am going to eat those at some point. So yeah, the next step is that I have to get a bunch of dark oak to try and do that whole break through the bedrock in the nether thing. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you'll find out in just a second. So let's go. Hello everybody, it's the Game Maker here. And as you can see, I am here in the nether. In fact, I am 120 something blocks above the bedrock, the top bedrock of the nether. I'll show you guys that in just a second. But for right now, we are at the EXP farm. Now, I realized I didn't really do any updates as far as building this thing. That's because we really wanted to just kind of rush it and finish it as quick as we can. And there really wasn't an opportunity to record. There was just a lot of running about and building this thing. So it is done finally. And actually, just out of curiosity, I want to see what kind of loot we've collected. Not bad. I want to filter out that rotten flesh, of course. So I'm going to give this thing a test run because, to be honest, I haven't really seen it fully in action yet. I've seen it mostly in action. And so, you know, we're just going to give this test shot. So one thing I got to remember is that I need my render distance at 10, and then I need to hop in here, flick this lever, and then we wait. So now you'll be able to see the principle in which this works on. You give us a second here. So we have the zombie pigman with a name on him. Boop. Oh snap! Oh snap! It's about to go down. Okay, good. So we have zombie pigman chasing us. That means it's working. So basically what happens is that we have a zombie pigman down there who has a name, and so that makes it, he has a name tag on him, so that makes it so he won't despawn. And so basically we just got to hit him once, and then as we're going here, you see that eventually these guys, there we go, they will get crushed by these pistons here. So it kind of takes some time to get warmed up, but once we do, it really gets going. So they all died over there, and then we're just going to wait. You see how their EXP just kind of flows down, and then we ride by and kind of pick it up. Now, there aren't too many spawning on here, which I'm a little surprised at. I thought there'd be a little bit more, but maybe it just takes some time to get going. So as you can see, they're just kind of walking around. I wonder if we need to make them mad again or something. This will need to take some test runs, though, just to really see how this works. But basically, that's the principle in which this is working on. And hopefully, we aren't getting too much, actually. I hope that we'll be able to get more spawns, and maybe we have to hurt him again, because they actually aren't mad at us. Or maybe he is. No, well, those guys seem to be, because they're trying to follow us over here, so it's a little bit weird situation. Maybe the difficulty needs to be a bit higher so that we have higher spawn rates. But there we have it. So if I just keep rolling back and forth here, I should be able to pick up a lot of XP, which is good because I have some enchanting to do. So I will meet you back up once I've gotten a bunch of levels. Alrighty, so I am heading back up to the EXP farm. Now, this is the next day in real life in which I was been recording this, and so yesterday we would have looked at the EXP farm, and so today I got up, got on Minecraft, hopped into realms, and then fell off my house and died. So now we're at a good old 8 deaths. I think that makes us the second highest deaths on the server now. And the reason why I have so many deaths is because I keep building these really tall structures and then falling off them constantly. So hopefully I can stop doing that. So there have been a few issues with this EXP farm, mostly for the fact that absolutely nothing spawns in it. So and right now, so I'm testing it out. So right now I'm the only one on the server, and this should all be filled with pigmen right now, and we have 3. So which is a huge issue because that means I would have built all this really for nothing. But this was also something that I didn't know about till afterwards. So hopefully I can get into this minecart. No! No! Why is life so trolley-polley? Why is it doing this to me? Okay, so now what we're gonna do is just something. But yeah, so it's really annoying that it ends up not even working in the end. Break that. So now I'm really trying to find another way of getting EXP, because this way isn't gonna work, which really kind of sucks and is really annoying. But maybe I don't know, that's all I can really think about, is just I don't know. I'll figure something out, of course, but for the moment I'm debating on whether just taking all this redstone back, just tearing it all down. And we didn't have to waste a name tag doing this too. So I'm just gonna sit here and ride back and forth on this rail until I can figure out what to do. I do have a few ideas as far as an EXP farm goes, although it would be more of a personal EXP farm rather than something everyone on the server can use. So it's just a thought, and which was weird. This is weird though, because earlier when I was building there were tons and tons of zombie pigmen on top of this. Like, while I was building it, all down here, all up here, there was like, I don't know, 30, 40 pigmen in total. And even the first time I used it, there were like 20 pigmen that fell in here. And they actually got me from level 7, where I am right now, to level 24, of course. That was before I decided to just jump off my building and die, so for now, what I'm thinking is that maybe I can build some sort of EXP farm from a mob spawner, but anytime anyone has ever found a mob spawner, they just instantly break the mob spawner, which is okay, but not when we're trying to find a pretty good source of XP, when even that's not so great of a source. Now if I could find 2 mob spawners near each other, that'd be fantastic, but I guess if all else fails, the plan is then to fight the Ender Dragon, and then go and make an Enderman EXP farm, because then we get Ender Pearls too, so that's pretty something. The only problem with that is, though, Endermen might not spawn either, so that's also an issue. We've got to make sure my video settings are high enough. The zombie pigmen follow me this far, and then see there's like 2 in there, and then they follow me a certain amount, and then they just don't fall into the trap. See, he's keeping up with me, sort of. Then I'm gonna boost away, and then he's gonna stop right there. So apparently, though, normally this works. Just I was reading in the comments of the video I watched, and it said no one got it to work in realms, which is really annoying. So gotta come up with a new idea. Trying to stay positive about this one. But hey, I at least got to level 24 and then died with it, so that's something, right? Alright, so the idea now is then to just head over to the Nether once more, but instead just go to a blaze spawner in a Nether Fortress instead, which we have found, just no one's really used it. So I got this enchanted book from the stronghold that we found earlier, and so I have 8 levels, so at least I can come to this bow, stick it in, put that in, and maybe get I don't need power, so that won't help us because this has power 3. I was hoping at least I could maybe get like unbreaking or something like that. So at least I have that, and then what I can do is just take this lapis and like shove it in there. Sure, so I don't have too much as far as arrows go. I think there's a different type of EXP farm that I can make. It's just not that fast. But it will be able to be done, and I could build it pretty fast. So, yeah. So right now I'm going to head over to the Nether, get a bunch of levels, and also bunch of blaze rods, so then maybe we can start work on that. Because the goal is to enchant all of that diamond armor that I have, and then I don't need to go that way. Enchant all the diamond armor, so then we can head over to the end, beat the Ender Dragon, and then hopefully make, like I said, an Enderman EXP farm that would work, or at least hopefully work. I don't know. We'll see once I'm back with lots more levels. Luckily, for the 4 pieces of armor, I need to become, let's see, level 42, which shouldn't be that hard. I just gotta spend some real time here. And here we go. Minimap mod is awesome. Okay, and then there's a blaze spawner right there, but I don't want to use that one because it's got an open top and there's, lava on the way to it. So if I use the unfairness that is this minimap mod, I can just kind of navigate my way around. That's what does make it nice, though. That's what helped us find the portal in the stronghold. Is that maybe that this isn't a spawner? Wonder what those look like on the minimap. Either way, I'll find the other one, get some levels, and then hopefully be able to make it back to enchant that stuff. So I am here at the blaze spawner here, and I have covered it all up with this nether brick. So I put a roof on it just so the blazes don't fly away, because I really don't have the arrows to sit here and hit them with them. So I decided to put a roof on it. Now, as you can see, I have gone from level 7 to level 20, although it's going very slow, because of course as the more levels I get, the more the more EXP it takes for me to level up. So it's taking a while, plus it takes the blazes a long time to spawn. And as you can see, there just hasn't been one spawning this entire time. Here we go. But luckily with this sharpness 3 on the sword, it's gonna help us out. And you are gonna just go away, or not. So yeah, interesting stuff here. And also I somehow managed to hit a zombie pigman, so now I've got all these guys lined up trying to kill me, so, which is always good. And it was when I was fighting another blaze, he just seemed to try and just walked into the path, which is awesome. So we're having some really good luck today on the TrollyPolley server. I guess it's not called the TrollyPolley server for nothing. So, but I am getting levels at least, and it isn't too difficult. So I guess I'll get back to you once I've reached enough levels or I've gone bored out of my mind. So I spent about, I don't know, half an hour in the nether farming up those blaze rods, although not very many were spawning, so I guess that's just a thing with realms where nothing really spawns, which is kind of annoying to be honest, but we were able to get 37 blaze rods, which is 37 more than I used to have, so that's good. And then I can actually just take these golden swords and just craft them together and get another golden sword, which is kind of useless. But I guess I can't complain. So, and we'll just split up all this stuff. Cool. So at least we do have a lot as far as resources go. Just getting EXP is the only problem. So since it's nighttime, I'm gonna go out, try and find some Endermen and kill them, get some EXP and some Ender Pearls so we can go to the end as quick as possible. But until then, thank you so much for watching this episode, and hopefully we'll have better luck next time as we try and get more EXP. So I will see you guys next time.